Hey, folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. On the last episode, I never got a chance to show you where I stayed on my first visit back here since the Isan tour. And that's what we're going to do this episode. I'm pulling up to the place right now. It's called the Grand Palazzo. Yeah, this hotel has never been on my radar before. It is a five-star property. It is basically right behind Central Marina Mall. I'll show you where we are, give you a lay of the land once we get up to the room and look over the city. But it's a pretty good location. You can walk down the second road here just a minute or two. I'm pulling up here to the lobby. I'll go ahead and let V off because they've got kind of a big, dark, dingy parking garage. She can wait up here, and I'll just go down there on my own and park. It is a nice parking garage for cars. Or the bikes, I'll show you. It was a little bit disconcerting where they want you to park your bikes back there. They're doing some construction, and it was dark and dingy, and there's rubble and debris and everything. Just not a good first impression for a hotel guest, at least in my book. But you can see where the cars park here. But they wave you back here. They keep waving you all the way back. While I make my way back here, let's look at the booking, though. Here you go. Grand Palazzo Hotel Pattaya, 5-star. And when I booked, I was given the option for the breakfast, and that raised it to about 1,600. So only about 100 baht a person for the breakfast, which you'll see is definitely a deal. So after the parking garage, you emerge into what appears to be a 5-star lobby with gleaming floors and these great big pillars. The parking garage, maybe more like a 3-star parking garage, but this lobby definitely looked 5-star. The staff was pleasant. But while I get all checked in here with the formalities, let's just take a quick look at the property. So yeah, we were on the 6th floor. They did have 3 elevators there in the bank, which I felt was an adequate amount. Some of these properties could use an extra elevator or two, but this one was okay. There's our room 609, passkey access, just like you'd expect. Now, once we get in here, I think you'll see that the kind of the theme of this whole place is big. It's a huge room. Everything about it is big and huge, and we'll kind of go through that. Except the toilet, that's normal. But the shower area was big. The bathroom itself, very big. This sink is about 1 meter across. And it might be hard to kind of get the perspective of how big this room is and some of the amenities, but I'll do the best I can. It just often doesn't translate well on video. But I really feel this is probably the biggest single hotel room I've ever had anywhere. Now, don't get me wrong. I've had suites with 2-3 bedroom suites, living room, dining room, and the likes of Atlantic City, Las Vegas, all over the world. This is not a suite. This is a standard room, so that's what I'm comparing it to. Standard rooms, just a single room. It's big. It's very big. So there's your first kind of look at the room. The high ceiling also kind of gives it, the illusion of being even bigger than it probably is. But it was well appointed, nice comfortable chairs. The bed is actually 2 double beds pushed together. The balcony here had a chair and table. You can kind of see this is probably 2 meters wide and, I don't know, 5 across, something like that. Very generous space out there on the balcony. And there's the view of the skyline. The Terminal 21 shopping mall is right over there in front of us, as is Central Marina right down there by the big sea. So we're right in the thick of things. You can be the second road in about 2 minutes walk, and you can catch your bus to wherever you want to go. Nice view of the pool. We'll go down there in a minute. But there's the bed, and it's kind of hard to show you how big this bed is. It's 2 double beds pushed together, and I thought, well, the only way I'm going to show you a perspective of how big the bed is to have somebody in it. So I told V to lay in the bed, and you can kind of see how much room is left over even with one person in the bed. So very big. So we did go down and try the pool out. The pool got rather crowded. Pool's more here again, 3 to 4 star of a hotel. As soon as I got in, I found a pair of goggles. But anyway, before I forget, let me show you the exercise area. I'm reluctant to call this a gym because it's just like they have gym type equipment out in the hall right outside the pool area. But it does exist. It's there. But the pool was decent, and I tried the goggles on and played with them a little bit in the pool before I put them in the lost and found on my way out. But we did also go out for the evening, of course. We'll take a look at that.
So we're going out for the night. Gonna get back to a hot bus. And we'll see what's doing.
Yeah, so what we did is just jump in a bot bus at Second Road, take it all the way up and around down the Beach Road, and then we kind of got off in the middle of Beach Road and walked up to Soy Bacan.
There's a lot of Thai tourists in town. The beach was busy. Beach Road was busy, which is where they would hang out. The hotels down there, the little soys down by the beach. But you come up here past Second Road, and it's like the same story. just kind of the people who live here, the expat crew up here. The Beach Road and the small soys down by the beach, all much busier than normal because of the 4-day weekend.
So yeah, we headed up Skull Beach Road, which kind of dumps you out in this tree town area, and that's where we wanted to start our night. We had a friend up here that we kind of wanted to surprise, although I think she knew we were in town, so she wasn't totally surprised. So anyway, we'll start our evening right here.
Good way to start the evening, but it's still early.
So yeah, this place is called Blue Sky. It's kind of right in this complex, just down the road from the main tree town area. And I don't know how many places are all incorporated in this. It's probably a half dozen or so, I guess. But it was a nice way to start the evening, and if you watched the previous video, you know where we went from here and what the rest of the evening was and how that ended up. But let's go to the next morning.
It's a beautiful morning here on the balcony. Just got back from the breakfast buffet. If you want a good shot of the breakfast buffet, you got to be the first one there, and this morning I was. So let's go take a look at that.
So yeah, let's take a quick look at this breakfast buffet here at the Grand Palazzo. It's located right off the lobby, so you got to go down to the first floor. It's a big place, although it wasn't very busy at 6 a.m. A couple minutes after 6 when I got here. They were just opening up, and I like to see a breakfast open at 6. That's nice. A lot of them 7, 7:30. 6 is nice. But they've got lots of choices. They're making eggs. They've got an omelet station. We'll look at all of it. This lady's making these little coconut pieces. There you go. Coconut piccletti. I don't know how to say it. But they've got just a plethora of these little, I guess you call them chafing dishes. And I'll go through here. I'm kind of looking for some bacon would be nice. I saw eggs, so I'm sure they have some toast or something, but some bacon would be nice, or some sausages, or both. So far, nothing. Rice, I guess that's always nice. But we'll see what they got. I'm sure they got it somewhere, hopefully. Because it's not just a Thai breakfast here with the eggs and everything. It looked like here's some cereal up here. And it looks like they have some Western offerings. So sometimes you just find Thai offerings in these places. But looks like this is more international. Now, this is a little conundrum here. Somebody was half asleep. As am I probably still at 6 a.m. after a long night, but I'll help them out there. There you go. There's your Cocoa Crunch, and there's the Corn Flakes. Lest nobody get those too confused. But got your milk and juice, and they had coffee and tea and everything you'd expect. But the place is big. Look at all this. Is the bakery department here. Oh, I still haven't found the bacon department. I guess we'll look for that again afterwards. But croissants and I guess this is raisin bread over here. Definitely have to have some of that. That looks nice. Very nice. And they've got a toaster for all this, so they've got us covered on the toast. If we could just find that bacon department, I think we're getting close. Ham. Ham would suffice if I can't find any bacon or sausage. I guess some ham and eggs would be nice. I guess that's going to be the sausage offering. I don't know what the difference of these two is. One looks more cooked than the other, I'll tell you that. No, still no bacon. Well, I just about given up hope on the bacon here. That's spaghetti, almost like a carbonara. Could have that for lunch, actually. And potatoes. No hash browns, but potatoes, so I can work with that. Oh, there you go. All right. We're all set. We're sorted. But yeah, I think they've got a great selection here. And I really think this was only about an extra, about 100 baht each per person. So if you order it with the room, I think it's a deal. You can really fill up here in the morning. And even though it starts at 6, I think it went till, I don't know what time, 9 or 10. It's a pretty generous amount of time that it's open. And you can fill up here and you'll probably be set until dinner time. But yeah, they've got omelets. I'll just choose a couple things and then I'll show you what I end up getting. But they were just getting started here, so I was kind of first in line for everything. I had my pick of the litter here. The waffles looked interesting. He was cooking the waffles in a waffle iron and then putting them on the grill. But here's what I settled with. Some of that raisin toast, some bacon, couple eggs, one over easy, one sunny side up, a potato, even grabbed a piece of ham. So if he didn't eat much, he just had some fruit and the like. But I did go up and once they had the waffles done, and they looked a little bit undercooked, but they were good.
Ooh. Wow, what a spread. I don't know that I've ever seen a spread that big for breakfast at any of the hotels yet. But that was a remarkable one. So, I don't know, it's about 7 now. Let's go for a ride.
So yeah, what a glorious morning for a ride, tell you. Good temperatures, not too hot, no wind, just beautiful outside. Of course, no traffic. And it's just a good time to go around and take a look. But it was really nice to come back to Pattaya here and, kind of get caught up and see everybody again after being away on the trip and have a nice evening out. As a reminder, I will be on Saturday, August the 1st, between 7 and 10 p.m. at the Hacienda. If you're in town, stop by Soy Chayapun and say hi. But at any rate, it's back to the grind when we get back home. We've got a lot of stuff to do. I've got some errands to run. I've got some equipment that is on its last legs, my cell phone for one, and my sunglasses got beat up on the trip, and we've got a a lot of stuff to do that we'll have to sort out. So we've got that. And not the least of which, I've got to check in on the XJR 400. That should be about done. I've got to go to the shop and see what the holdup is on that. It was supposed to have been done when I got back. So an update coming shortly on that. And we got a little trip coming up for just a couple days, a little mini trip. Not really a leisurely trip, but you'll see what that is. It should be pretty informative. And lots of stuff. And we'll sprinkle some more Pattaya stuff in there along the way. So I hopefully will be starting something new here in Pattaya in a few episodes from now, hopefully, if they're open. So more to come on that. Stay tuned, more Pattaya stuff on the way. But for this episode, I'm going to go ahead and leave it off here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. But until next time, bye for now.